Welcome to Jimmy Bowen and Friends. Each week's episode features Jimmy Bowen and a special guest like David Frizzell, Judy Pastor, Ronnie McDowell, and more. Today's guest is John McEuen. Now, here's Jimmy Bowen.
You're on my mind, I'm in the dark. You're taking your time and falling apart. Girl, you're holding mine in your hand and you know it. I'll get it right if you give me the chance to get closer. I'll give you my heart if that's what you're after. I'll give you my love if that's all that matters. Think it over. Yeah, that's alright with me. If you wanna play hard to please, don't make it easy for me. Down on my knees, take a look at me. I'm easy to please. Why can't you be? Girl, you're holding mine in your hands and you know it. I'll get it right if you give me the chance to get closer. I'll give you my heart if that's all that matters. Give you my love if that's all that matters. Think it over. That's alright with me. If you wanna play hard to please, don't make it easy for me. Girl, that's alright with me. If you wanna play hard to please, don't make it easy for me. Hey, welcome to the show. You know what? We have an exciting night. I have one of my musical heroes on the show tonight from the great band, the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band. Mr. John McEuen is here tonight. We're going to have a blast with Mr. John, and he will be up here in just a few minutes. You guys just hang tight, and we'll be back after these messages.
There's more Jimmy Bowen and Friends coming up right after this short break.
Award-winning Americana, bluegrass, red dirt country artist Jimmy Bowen has been creating music and entertaining for over 4 decades. Jimmy shared the stage with music greats like William Lee Golden, Linda Davis, Jimmy Fortune, Rhonda Vincent, and more. Jimmy's latest single, Big City, is available through all streaming platforms and digital outlets. For updates on music, upcoming tour dates, and merchandise, head on over to jimmybowen.com.
Welcome back to Jimmy Bowen and Friends.
Hey. Well, welcome back to the show. I tell you what, I am so honored to have this gentleman here be a part of our show tonight. He is a musical icon, musical genius, writer, producer. This gentleman has been around the world 3 or 4 times in his musical career, and I am just, like I said, I am so honored to have him here, Mr. John McEuen.
Thank you.
John, it's a privilege. It's an honor to have you here. I am so happy that you could take time out of your schedule and be with us.
I'm just glad I got in free.
That makes a difference, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Well, listen, let me ask you a question. Now, this is kind of a question, especially with your history with a great Nitty Gritty Dirt Band. 50 years. 50 years with the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band. Now, here's the ultimate question. What caused you to leave the bus?
It was the end of the 50th year tour, and I thought it was time to go. And what caused me is, who can say what a band is or what makes it work? I don't even think the guys that are in a working band can tell you why it works or why it doesn't work. But for me, it kind of quit working, and I decided to see you guys later and went out to do my own thing.
Well, it's always fascinating with people that to have such an illustrious career like that. Do you miss it at all at times, or?
It's a good part of my past. I miss about 15 minutes of it. And what I mean by that is there's 15, 30 minutes of the set that is really fun because maybe I was being a lead player or something, or sawing the fiddle or running around. Jimmy Ibbotson was chasing me, things like that. I miss some of that, but I'm glad it happened.
Well, we are too. We are too. Well, tell us a little, and I know you could go on for hours, but tell us a little short bit about your experience in Russia.
Well, the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band was the first American group to go to Russia. And yeah, thank you. It was quite an honor. We did 28 sold-out shows, and they went over so well that they didn't let another American group in for 8 years. And it was like a whole other country over there. It was like a whole other country over there.
Well, tell us a little bit about the banjo medley you're going to play for us tonight.
I don't know. It's kind of see what comes up, you know?
That's what's always exciting.
It's a medley about that comes together from traveling around and stuff. And
you know how to do it, so let's show them how John McEuen does it. What do you think? Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. John McEuen.
thank you. This is in the frailing style. It's not a picking song. But an old Indian told me years ago, he was a Choctaw. He said, if you can't play Red Wing, you're not playing music. Red Wing. One of the songs that I wanted to do, especially on the Circle Being Broken album, was with Earl Scruggs. And he and I played this one. He played banjo, I played banjo, and Junior Husky played the bass. Soldier's Joy. Ready to Straw is one of my favorite songs. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, Neil.
Don't go away. Jimmy Bowen and Friends will be right back.
Award-winning Americana, bluegrass, red dirt country artist Jimmy Bowen has been creating music and entertaining for over 4 decades. Jimmy shared the stage with music greats like William Lee Golden, Linda Davis, Jimmy Fortune, Rhonda Vincent, and more. Jimmy's latest single, Big City, is available through all streaming platforms and digital outlets. For updates on music, upcoming tour dates, and merchandise, head on over to jimmybowen.com.
Welcome back to Jimmy Bowen and Friends.
John, that was awesome. That was awesome.
Thank you.
I love that. It's got that own time feel, and I love what you just did. That was
That's when the band was just a banjo.
Yeah.
And that was a nice thing because there weren't any arguments.
Yeah. Well, all right. Now, tell us a little something here. This is one of the most popular albums. Rolling Stone magazine said this was the best album that ever came out of Nashville.
That
the Will the
was nice
Circle
of
Be
them.
Unbroken album.
Yeah.
Tremendous album. Tremendous album. What led to that project?
Well, it was a very confluence of a lot of different things. Earl Scruggs came to see the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band in the fall of 1970. He and I became friends. I'd always wanted to meet Earl Scruggs. I was a banjo player in the Dirt Band, and I said, "Why did you come see us?" He goes, "I wanted to meet the boy who played Randy Lynn Ragg the way I intend to." And well, who's that? It was me. And I got to know him over the next 6 months, and he was in Colorado with his band, Earl Scruggs Review, and that was a wonderful group. Baxter Clemens was in it. And I asked him on the 5th night of taking him back to the hotel every night after the show in this 220-seat club, I would take him back to the hotel, and then finally I got up enough nerve. "Earl, I'm driving, and Earl, I was wondering, would you consider?" "Yeah, well, what is it, John?" "I was just wondering, would you want to record with the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band?" I thought he goes, "Well, I'd be proud to." And that was just shocking to me. And the next night, Doc Watson was playing the same club. I was a little bolder then. Maybe it was because I was in Boulder, Colorado. But I went up to Doc and said, now this was total fabrication, but I said, "Doc, we're making an album with Earl Scruggs. We want you to be part of it." He said, "Well, if Earl's going to be there, I want to pick." And my brother, who was a record producer, the manager, and the photographer, shot photos of the early Dirt Band and all the session shots. And I just finished putting a book together called Will the Circle Be Unbroken? The Making of a Landmark Album. And thank you.
Tremendous project. Tremendous project. Now, you're going to do the Brooklyn Crossing, right? The next song?
Yeah, I'm a combination of that, yeah.
Okay. Mr. John McEuen, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. Thank you.
We'll be back with more Jimmy Bowen and Friends in just a moment.
Award-winning Americana, bluegrass, red dirt country artist Jimmy Bowen has been creating music and entertaining for over 4 decades. Jimmy shared the stage with music greats like William Lee Golden, Linda Davis, Jimmy Fortune, Rhonda Vincent, and more. Jimmy's latest single, Big City, is available through all streaming platforms and digital outlets. For updates on music, upcoming tour dates, and merchandise, head on over to jimmybowen.com.
Welcome back to Jimmy Bowen and Friends.
Welcome back, folks. What'd you think of Mr. John McEuen? Whew. What an icon. I tell you what, it is such a pleasure having him on the show, and he's done so many cool things in his career, and wish him the best with everything else he's got going on, and we might get to do it again sometime. I hope so. Anyway, he was a lot of fun. We're going to say goodnight to you on this song here. I actually did a bluegrass version of this song. It's written by Jimmy Orlando with Diamond Rio and a couple other writers, and we kind of changed it up a little bit, and we did it a lot different than we're going to do it tonight. But we're going to try. We're going to say goodnight to you guys, and we'll catch you guys on the next show.
He's wearing that buckle he took back in '78. But since that bronc stumbled, he just watches from the gate as the aching in his back tells him he'll never ride again. He cinches up the girth and he shouts o'er the reins. You can hear him shout every Saturday night, digging in hills, honey, hold on tight and ride, joyride. Don't take those turns too wide. 38, those barrels would fall every round. She stirred up more laughter in those old rodeo clowns. For losing her dreams and she'd never win a race. When he came along, things fell into place. Now she runs to him every time she's thrown. Dust off your quad, honey, get back on and ride, joyride. Don't take those turns too wide. There's cash in them barrels if you hug them just right. So ride, joyride. Don't take those turns too wide. There's cash in the barrels if you hug them just right. So ride, joyride. So ride.